2017 marked the centenary of the famous charge on Beersheba by the Australian Light Horse on October the 31st, 1917. And this military victory, combined with the amazing Balfour Declaration that was actually declared in the Cabinet on the same day at about the same time that the charge took place. These two events changed the whole course of the war in the Middle East and, in its geopolitical outcomes, changed the whole course of history. Prime Minister Netanyahu made the famous comment that this victory by the Australians in 1917 opened the doorway for the Jewish nation to re-enter the stage of history.
Sons and daughters of Abraham, and open the gateway for the Jewish people to re-enter the stage of history. The heroism of your fallen men will never be forgotten. The brave soldiers who are buried here played a crucial role in defeating the Ottoman Empire, liberating the Holy Land, ending 400 years of Ottoman rule in one great dash. There's a historical significance of what happened here. ANZAC soldiers went on to capture Jerusalem, Tiberias, Megiddo, and then continued northwards. They were actually retracing the footsteps of the heroes of the Bible. They were stepping on the verses of the Bible, and they knew it.
Beersheba Vision began some years ago by the late Peter Kentley, a former airline pilot, under the patronage of his friend, the late Tim Fisher, AC, and Deputy Prime Minister. Peter was fascinated by the charge and its geopolitical outcomes, and was determined to keep the legacy of that famous charge alive.
Today we honour our forebears as we reignite, and boy does Australia need it, the ANZAC spirit expressed in the four words of courage, endurance, mateship and sacrifice.
Peter was a member of the Australian Light Horse Association and a participant in that huge commemoration ceremony in 2017, attended by the Prime Ministers of both Australia and Israel.
We're here assembled because we are honouring an extraordinary battle which made history, which fulfilled history. A tale of incredible courage, of men and horses.
And I guess the highlight of that event was the ride through the Negev desert, following in the same steps as the original Light Horse 100 years earlier, and the reenactment of the charge, and the tremendous ride through the city of Beersheba that was attended by tens of thousands of cheering Israelis. It was a sight never to be forgotten. After the passing of Peter Kentley, I had the great privilege of being nominated to assume the role of President of Beersheba Vision. Neville Clark, a Vietnam veteran who won the Military Cross in Vietnam and also an Order of Australia, together with Indigenous leader Peter Walker, the patrons of Beersheba Vision. Another important mission of Beersheba Vision is to stand with our Jewish brethren and Israel against the insidious rise of anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism is rearing its ugly head around the world as never before, and Beersheba Vision stands resolutely against that threat. Beersheba Vision is about honouring the legacy of the Australian Light Horse and standing with the modern state of Israel and reaching out to the Jewish community. Good afternoon, everybody. Great to have your company for another program of Beersheba Vision, and we've got a great lineup for you this afternoon.
but I'm going to pass to you to share what you've got to share with us tonight. So welcome.
And above all, fighting for the freedoms and values that our ANZACs paid so dearly for. If you identify with this cause, why don't you consider enlisting as a member in Beersheba Vision so that you can join forces with us in this struggle to uphold the right and to repay the debt we owe. Feel free to visit our website, beershebavision.org, and we'd be delighted to hear from you. We have a range of resources that are helpful, and also attractive merchandise with some wonderful pictures from those famous light horse artists, the Marshalls, on a variety of gift items that you might like to browse and have a look at. Well, thank you. Please feel free to visit our website.